Storyteller Squad. Welcome back to another episode of That's So Starbucks Legacy. So this is the finale of Gen.2 of That's So Starbucks Legacy, and I am very excited. After the last episode being so chaotic and surprising, I cannot wait to tell you all about the storyline for the ending of Gen.2. So basically, Cove, in the last episode, she found out she was pregnant and she told Roix, and yeah, her dad didn't take it very well. He ended up kicking her out of the house, which was surprising because, as we know, Roix actually had Cove with Juniper when he was a teenager, so it kind of was really shocking to me that he wanted to kick her out. But I just am really excited because Cove now has her life together. Her and Griffin are a couple. They are together. They are boyfriend and girlfriend, and she is now in her second trimester, and Cove actually lives in a nice house. So in the last episode, she was just stranded all by herself, but her and Griffin ended up talking things out about the pregnancy, and at first Griffin was really scared and he was really nervous, but now he feels pretty good about it, honestly. He feels better. So it says over here that he does still have a little bit of a freak out about becoming a parent, which is fine because he's 16 years old and he's going to be a dad. So I feel like that's, kind of normal. But it also says that he is happy from new best friend because him and Cove became best friends. And so but Cove is actually feeling good about the pregnancy now. This says second trimester of pregnancy from unprotected woohoo as the baby grows within her. Cove is preparing for all that this newcomer will entail. Being a parent to a new baby isn't super exciting to her, but it doesn't sound bad either. So she is in a way kind of happy about it, but at the same time she's like not enthused either. She's really nervous about her future. She's like, how is this going to affect me when I graduate and go to college? Like, what am I going to do? Because I want to do conservation work and I want to be a vet. Like, how am I going to do this and be a mom? So yeah, that's really on her mind right now. And I mean, she's 16 years old and she doesn't really have an idea of what her career is going to look like and all that, being a mom, and it really makes her anxious. But Tanisha actually did something really, really sweet. So Tanisha, being the really sweet grandma that she is, and now being a religious official, she went and prayed for Cove and also Griffin, and she said she talked to God and she thought that it was best that she go ahead and buy them a house. So yes, for a little bit, Cove and Griffin did live in that little shack for maybe about a few weeks, and then once Cove started being in her second trimester, Cove and Griffin kind of got used to the pregnancy and were like, okay, we need to do something about this. So Cove went and talked to Tanisha about it, and Tanisha's like, well, since Roix is being a butthead about the pregnancy and everything, which really, really shocked her, she went ahead and said, you know what, here's some money and here's you a house. So yes, so here's the house. So I went ahead and gave this house a little renovation. This is a house that was in the save file, but it says in the rules for Generation 2, or 3, for 3, it says that Gen 3 has to live in a pink home on the beach. So I went ahead and painted it pink, and it looks really cute. And so, I did a tiny renovation, not very much, just a little bit. And so here is the bedroom, the master bedroom, and then in here is the living room and the kitchen, and then here's the bathroom, and then here is the nursery for the little baby. So I did paint it up a fall color because Next Generation is pumpkin spice, so I thought that would be really fitting for it, and I got some new nursery CC as well, so I think it just, looks really adorable. But in this episode, I have quite a lot of plans. I want to go and see Roix. I want Cove to actually talk to Roix and try to make amends a bit, because I really don't like that they have a negative relationship, considering Roix is family oriented and they had such a strong bond before. I really want to fix this difficult relationship they have with each other, so I'm hopeful that that can be solved. And I also want Griffin to propose early to Cove because they are going to be having a baby. And I think it would be really, really sweet if he did propose to her. So, I also want to go find out what Cove is having. I did accidentally look because I paused her pregnancy for a bit for story purposes. So, I know what she's having and I'm very excited about it. But if you all want to go ahead and guess what she's having, you can go and put a pink heart down below, and you can also put a blue heart if you think it's a boy, pink if you think it's a girl, and then of course if you think it's 2 boys or 2 girls, put 2 pink hearts, 2 blue hearts. So yeah, and also if you think it's twins but it's a boy and a girl, put pink and blue hearts. So, we're also kind of struggling because she still has the sad moodlet, not welcome from getting kicked out. Cove got kicked out of home by one of her parents. So yeah, she is very, very upset still about what happened with her dad, but she still wants to try to repair the relationship with him. So we're going to try our best to do that. But this says over here, something's not right. Cove has a horrible feeling that the love of her life is on something. So she's over here like kind of annoyed because it looks like Griffin actually has been doing drugs. So this says that he had an eventful school day from smoking a joint at school, and I'm just like wondering, like, is he stressed out? Like, is he trying to hide that he's really, really worried about the fact that he's going to be a dad soon at 16 years old? I mean, that makes so much sense, but like at the same time, I feel like Cove's not really for that. I think that, you know, growing up with a dad who was very mischievous and stuff like that, I think she's really against any of those kind of rebellious things. So I think that she's gonna come and like try to have a conversation with him and like tell him that she's like not okay with that. Let's go and complain. Let's go and complain about, you know what, we'll just say she's complaining about her parents, but she's also like complaining to him about how he came home stoned. So she's like, Griffin, have you been smoking weed? And he's like, yeah, babe, I'm sorry. I know I told you I wasn't gonna do it, but I just, you know, was talking to Aiden after school, and, you know, we had a little joint. It wasn't, you know, much. I mean, I only smoked a little bit. And she's like, well, Griffin, like, we're supposed to, like, go talk to my dad today and, like, try to, like, talk to him about the pregnancy and stuff. I want to, like, you know, things to be better with me and him, and now you're, like, stoned? Like, I know my dad's probably done weed before, but at the same time, like, I don't want you to be looking like that to go talk to him. He's like, babe, I'm sorry. I'm just underneath a little bit stressed out because, you know, we got this house from your grandma, and, you know, I got this wonderful job from her as well, working at Starbucks here in Sulani, but, like, I still am scared, because, like, I've never had a job before. Like, you know, I just turned 16, and now I'm gonna be a dad, and I also have a job. Like, this is a lot on me. She's like, I get it, Griffin. I know. Like, how do you think I feel being 16 and pregnant? Like, this was not according to my plan. Like, I had a planner of what I wanted to do in high school. I wanted to get good grades. I wanted to go to prom. And I can't do that now because I'm scared that people will see my belly and make fun of me. So that's ruined. And also, like, even though I feel better about the pregnancy and am kind of excited that I got things decorated for the nursery, I still am just like, you know, not really ready to be a mom, but I'm trying to embrace it. So can you, like, try not to do any more drugs? And Griffin's like, yeah, babe, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't mean to upset you. And she's like, it's fine. It's just like, I need you to listen to me about things, you know? I want us to be on the same page about this. And he's like, we are. He's like, you know, we're going to be parents, but also we're going to, like, have a life together, and we're going to do conservation work together. You know, I'm going to be a scientist, and I'm going to be, you know, learning all I can with all that, but I still want to help you with the conservation stuff. She's like, yeah. She's like, I know you want to be a scientist, and I know you changed your mind, and that's okay if you don't want to be a vet or a conservationist like me. I mean, I don't plan on, like, forcing you to help me. I mean, I appreciate you wanting to help me, but at the same time, like, you do what you want to do, but the smoking thing has to stop. And he's like, okay, babe. It's like, all right, I'm sorry. And yeah, like, I want to help you with conservation stuff too. It's just like being a scientist sounds really, really cool after what I learned in science class the other day. She's like, yeah, she's like, well, I'm happy for you with that. But yeah, please stop smoking joints at school. Like, I seriously need you to not do that, and don't do it at home either. He's like, alright, babe. Oh, look at him, he's so stressed out. Oh, he's nervous from talking about the pregnancy, and this says he's stoned AF from smoking weed. Well, okay. Well, you know what? He's gonna prove his love to her and gonna prove that he's gonna do what she says. Let's go ahead and propose early. Let's see what she says. So he's like, okay, babe, well, I want to show you that I'm serious about, doing this for us. Like, I want to prove to you that I truly love you and I want to have a life with you. And she's like, I know. She's like, I know you do, and I know that you're trying, and I'm happy that you are trying to do well in school for us and for you to have a career as a scientist, but I know this has been a lot for us the last couple months, this pregnancy and, me getting kicked out. I've been going to therapy about getting kicked out of the house and, all this stuff, and school as well, but the smoking weed thing has to not happen anymore. And he's like, I know, and he's like, I promise it won't. And I also have been thinking about something in the back of my mind that's made me a bit nervous. She's like, what is it? And he's like, well, I was thinking that I know we're 16 and all, but I want to show you my love, and I want you to marry me. Oh, he's literally proposing to her when they're teenagers. Look at her face. Look at how she feels. She's so shocked. She's like, Griffin, she's like, I love you, but are you sure? You didn't want to wait till we were 25? And he's like, no. He's like, I'm positive. He's like, I know that we have a lot of hard things going on in our lives, but we have each other and we love each other and we have a one-track mind. We want the same things. I know that I've been smoking, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I just kind of got carried away at school, but I do love you and I do want us to have a great life together. So, will you marry me? And she's like, oh my gosh, Griffin, this is so sudden. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm just so blown away, that you want to marry me this early on. Are you positive this is what you want? I don't want to, make you feel like you have to, especially at our age. And he's like, no. He's like, I do want to marry you. I have been thinking about it a lot in class. He's like, whenever I'm bored to death in math class, all I can think about is us and our future and our baby. And even though we're both really terrified to be parents, I am just really excited for our future. And she's like, okay. She's like, well, that's really, really sweet. All right, yes, I will marry you. Oh, yay, they're engaged now. That's so sweet. Oh, look at them. They're two teens in love. And they're going to have a baby soon, which is adorable. Oh, I love that for them. So this says over here, engaged from engagement. These Sims are engaged to be wed. Save the date. So Griffin was actually going to talk to Roix about it first, but considering the fact that Cove and him were having an argument about him going and having a joint at school, he was like, you know what, I'm just going to do it now, and I can talk to her dad about it later. So, oh, look at them, they're gonna discuss things. So she's like, so now that we're engaged, are you ready to go and talk to my dad about everything? I guess we got to talk about the engagement now too. And he's like, yeah. He's like, maybe I should go take a nap first. Maybe try to wear off this high first. And she's like, yeah, maybe that would be a good idea. I mean, my dad's been a little stricter than I thought he ever would be. So they're gonna prepare a little bit. I'm gonna have him come inside and go and lay on the couch. He's gonna go take him a quick little nap. And I'm gonna have her actually, he needs to pee first. Does she need to pee? Because, girl, you are pregnant, so it makes sense. Oh, no, she actually needs a nap, too. She's like, you know what, Griffin, I'm going to go take a nap, too, and then we'll go talk to my dad together. So she's going to go take her a quick nap. It's understandable. They just got back from school, and Cove is actually doing pretty well in school, I think. She is a C student because she had to slack off a little bit with her grades because she was having a lot of morning sickness and just couldn't focus on schoolwork. because, she stays up all night feeling ill from this pregnancy. Pregnancy's been a little hard on her, I won't lie. So, and then Griffin, I believe, is a C student as well. Yeah, so I really mostly want to get up Cove's grades. I don't really care if Griffin has really good grades or not. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really focused on him that much because he's not my heir. But, who's calling? Luana, I've heard you're pregnant. Aren't you ashamed at your age, the worry you're putting on your parents? You're too irresponsible to be a parent? Luana, does Tanisha know you're saying this to her? Does Tanisha know that you are literally texting her granddaughter about this? Like, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to text our grandma and be like, hey, your wife literally called me or texted me and said that she is ashamed and thinks I'm irresponsible because I'm pregnant. Like, oh my gosh. Luana, I never thought that you would be that judgmental considering you got pregnant so often. Oh my gosh. Like, Luana, I think, was pregnant twice with 2 different men's babies. So, oh gosh, girl, you gotta come over here and get you a shower. Girl, come over here and take you a quick shower. But I am just really, really enjoying Starbucks Legacy. It's been really fun to play it lately because life's been a little difficult on me. The start of 2026 has not been what I expected, and I'm just trying to take it day by day. But I love where I'm going with my legacies, and I really appreciate the community I've built here, and I can't wait to grow more and just get to enjoy my legacies even further by getting farther into the generations. So, oh my gosh! Look! Her grandma, Tanisha, showed up, and also her dad. Oh no. Griffin, you better have wore off that stoned feeling, cause it's time to meet Roix. Oh no. So Cove is like, oh shoot, my dad texted me and said he's coming over. Okay, she's like, Griffin, hurry up, get dressed or something. Like, try to like put on a tux and look better. And he's like, babe, I don't really have anything like that. She's like, well, put something else on. Put something on decent, because Dad's coming over. Okay, Griffin, you need to get up. Hurry, get up. Oh no, he's still stoned. Are you serious? I thought the nap would help him, but he still is stoned. Oh no, okay, let's like try to put something nice on him. I'm not sure what he has. I mean, he doesn't really have much, but, we could just put this shirt on. That's fine. Okay. Cove, come over here and talk to your dad. I mean, I know it's gonna be difficult considering he literally kicked you out of the house, and I know it's gonna be hard to, like, try to make amends, but we're gonna try our best. So, she's coming over here to talk to her dad. She's like, hey, Dad, I haven't seen you in a couple months. How are you? And he's like, I'm okay, Cove. Just been trying to take care of your siblings. How are you? And she's like, I'm fine, Dad. I'm doing my best. And they're not even talking about the pregnancy, which is the whole reason why they wanted to have this meeting. I mean, so Roix is like, so, how's the baby? Have you went to any checkups or anything? And she's like, not really. She's like, I've kind of been busy with school. Like, it's been really hard for me to get an appointment anywhere because a lot of places here don't really accept teenagers. He's like, really? He's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sweetie. I know that's gotta suck. She's like, yeah, it's okay. It's like, if I gotta go to the doctor, I'm gonna have to get you or Grandma to sign it. And he's like, well, are you gonna go to the gynecologist to get an ultrasound? I heard that from Mom you're in your 2nd trimester. And she's like, yeah, I am, but I just really been nervous, Dad. Like, I know that my birth date is gonna be approaching. I know that, like, my due date, is gonna be approaching soon, and I just am really terrified and anxious all the time. And even though I've kind of accepted that I'm pregnant, it's still really hard to tackle that idea that I'm gonna be a mom at 16. And Roix is like, yeah, I'm really, really sorry, Cove. I'm really sorry that I told you to abort the baby. I didn't really know what I was saying. And Mom's kind of talked to me a bit, and she was like telling me that I was wrong for that and wrong for kicking you out. I just thought I was doing you a favor, You were kind of unhappy in the bedroom that you had at the house with your brother, and then you were going to have to share it with your sister too. So I just thought it would be best for you to go out on your own with Griffin. And she's like, so that's why you kicked me out? To go and have my own life? And he's like, yeah, pretty much. He's like, I didn't say it right, but yeah, that was the whole reason. She's like, well, Dad, I guess I can forgive you then. I guess it's fine. I do want us to be okay. Do you want to feel the baby? And he's like, yeah. He's like, sure. Oh, this is so cute. I'm so happy that they're able to make up a little bit. Here, let your dad feel your stomach. Oh, he's like, I can feel the baby kicking a little bit. Do you know the gender? And she's like, no, I haven't been to an ultrasound just yet. I wanted it to be a surprise. Oh, look at Tanisha. Tanisha, girl, why are you upset? Like, what are you mad about? Are you just mad at Roix? Like, are you still, like, trying to be protective of your granddaughter? I bet she is, and I bet she's also mad at Luana for sending that text message. I kind of want to play with Tanisha a little bit in this episode and kind of play out that whole storyline with her and Luana, but I also want to play with Roix as well. We're going to spend time with all of the characters in this episode, and I'm excited. But I need a picture of this. This is so cute. A little father-daughter reunion moment, and this is just what I needed right now. This is totally, like, wholesome vibes, and the last episode was so intense. I'm just so ready for a little bit of cuteness. So, oh, look at him feeling her belly. That's adorable. That's just so sweet. Here, let me see if I can get a picture of his reaction. Oh, look at him. He's like, wow. It's just so crazy that my daughter's going to be having a baby in the next few months. And she's like, yeah, it's crazy for me too, Dad. I know that in a way you were kind of disappointed that I ended up pregnant, but I hope that you can understand. He's like, yeah, I do understand, Cove. I really do. And I'm happy for you and Griffin. Also, where is Griffin? I'd like to meet him. And she's like, Griffin's inside. He'll be out here in a minute. So she's texting Griffin, telling him to come outside and talk to her dad. Oh gosh, I bet he's nervous. What's this say? He's needing to have some snacks because he has the munchies. Well, I mean, that does happen when you have weed for some people. So let's come out here and actually introduce ourselves to the dad. We're gonna do a respectful introduction. I feel like he is that kind of guy and he wants to be as respectful as possible. So he's like, hi, sir. It's nice to meet you. And he's like, hi, you must be Griffin. And he's like, yes, I am. I'm Griffin, and I hope that, you understand that I want to marry your daughter and that, we're going to have a baby. I hope that you can trust me. And Roix is like, you all are getting married? And Cove's like, surprise. And Roix is like, why didn't you tell me that in text? And Cove's like, well, Dad, I didn't really have time to plan all that. Like, he literally just asked me about an hour ago, so he's like, oh, well, I'm happy for you two. That's great. Well, I hope that it works out for you both. And Griffin's like, thank you, sir. I will take good care of her, I promise. And he's like, you better. Roix is still, like, on the fence about Griffin. I mean, he can tell that he's stoned, so he's like, kind of thinking in his head, not her boyfriend or fiance being stoned. Yeah, but Roix just kind of wants Cove to have somebody that's really put together and proper, and even though Griffin has a little bit of a, proper way about him, I think that he also is a tad bit rebellious when it comes to certain moments, like when he's upset. Like, he's been really, really nervous about being a dad, so I think that's kind of brought that irresponsible side of him out. So, yeah, Roix got him at a bad time whenever he's literally got those red eyes from smoking weed. So, but yeah, I think they're actually gonna leave. So Roix is like, I gotta get back home to the kids, but it was nice getting to see you again, Cove. I'm so sorry about everything, and I hope that the pregnancy goes well, and do let me know about the ultrasound. She's like, I will, Dad. Thanks for coming over. And Grandma, thanks for bringing him over. And she's like, you're welcome, sweetie. I'm so sorry about what Luana said to you. I'm gonna go have a discussion with her about it, and I'm gonna make sure that she doesn't say anything like that to you again, because that was uncalled for. And she's like, it's okay, Grandma. I know that she's just trying to be protective of me, and kind of like Dad was. And she's like, yeah, but still it wasn't right of her to say that to you. I mean, especially after all that you've dealt with like living on your own for a bit, and then also just being really scared with being a mom soon at 16. Like, she shouldn't have said anything like that to you. That was really not her place. And she's like, it's okay, Grandma. I don't want you two to fight and have problems. So, yeah, Cove is just trying to make sure that her grandmas are going to be nice to each other and have a good life. So, we're going to say goodbye to Roix for right now, but I do want Cove to go on to her ultrasound. I'm happy, though, that her and her dad are able to kind of, talk things out, and things are getting better for them. And so Cove is getting her ultrasound, and I am really, really eager for y'all to see what she's having. So the doctor's over here looking and making sure everything is fine, and so far it is looking good. So let's see what she's having. Okay, girl, let's see. Alright, so it looks like it says, congratulations, you're pregnant. Based on the ultrasound scan, it looks like you're expecting one healthy baby. Everything looks good so far, but we'll continue to monitor your pregnancy and the baby's development to make sure everything stays on track. This is an exciting time, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Oh, yay! So she is having one baby, so no twins, thankfully, because I've had enough twins and never get bored. But look at her face! Look how happy! Oh, like, even though she's been really on the fence about this pregnancy, I feel like seeing the baby on the screen does make her a bit excited. So Griffin's just also looking a little bit nervous, but I think that him being high helps that. But yeah, so they are having one baby, and the baby is actually going to be a baby boy. So yeah, they're having a baby boy, and I was really hoping they were going to have a boy because I want Gen 4 to be a boy since Generation 3 is a girl. So yes, it's very, very exciting. So I'm really, really happy for them, and I think it's great that they are actually engaged. I know that it's really wild that they're engaged at 16, but I thought that that would be a fun storyline. So they are actually going to get married before too long, but look at her face. Oh, she's so relieved to know that the baby is all right and everything, and I am too. I'm very, very happy to know that she's not having any pregnancy complications because, I mean, where she's been violently ill from being pregnant, I got really, really scared. But I'm really, really glad that everything is fine. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have them go ahead and go home, get ready for school and stuff. But I'm going to go and switch over to Roix, and we're going to play with him and the kids next. So we are here at the bar with my Generation 2 heir, Roix. So Roix is feeling very confident. He actually has this moodlet, I believe in me, from Confidence Game. The most important person believes in Roix himself. Aww. Well, Roix believes that he's done the right thing with trying to make up with his daughter. He really missed Cove. The last couple of months it's been really rough. He's really regretted everything he said to her. He feels like he was just trying in the moment to do something that he felt would be right for her. Like, as a parent, he felt like he hadn't been doing anything right. Like, he's had all these like early midlife crisis feelings. Like, he's literally gonna be an adult soon. So like, he was like thinking like, I have literally fought with my exes in front of Cove. I have been drinking a lot. I've been, going out with my club, and it's just not been, as healthy of a home for her. So he was like thinking in his mind, maybe it'd be best if she just leave. Maybe it'd be best if she doesn't repeat the cycle like I did. Like, he just had those kind of feelings. Like, he felt like because he, had a baby with Juniper as a teenager, he didn't want Cove to repeat that cycle that he had already lived through. So I think, Roix has just been going through a lot of painful feelings the last couple months, and now getting to rekindle with her, his own daughter, makes him feel a lot better. But we are going to come over here and have a drink to celebrate. So we're going to go over here and order a drink. Let's see, what do we want to order? Let's go and order maybe a rum and coke. That is like his classic. That is what he loves to drink. But it's so crazy that Roix is actually going to be a adult soon. I can't believe that. I remember when he was just a teenager in a gang, struggling, and Julian was trying to, teach him the worst things. I am just really, really happy that Roix has grown up. I mean, Roix is, still trying to mature a little bit. Let's be honest. Like, he's still going to therapy for his anger. He's still, talking to Tanisha about how to, get to be a part of the church and stuff like that. He's been thinking about that a little bit the past couple months. He's like, maybe I need to go talk to God about these things. Like, maybe I need to stop, repeating all these patterns I keep doing in relationships. And so I'm glad that he's thinking about that a lot. So I need to ask you all, do you think that Roix should end up with somebody, or do you think that he'd be better just being on his own? I mean, I have quite a lot of ideas. I'm not really sure if I'm going to play them out or not, but I had an idea that maybe he could go on The Bachelor, and maybe he could actually meet somebody, or Love Island. I'm not really sure how y'all feel about that, but that would be kind of a fun side story to do. Next generation. We'll be playing with Cove mainly because it's her gen, but we could do that little bit of side storyline with Roix. So I want your all's opinions down below about that. But I am going to have him get some french fries, and we are going to also probably order another drink. Let's see, what else do we want to get? Maybe we could get something that is blue to celebrate the fact that Cove is having a boy. Let's get a cream cola. You know what? Let's celebrate him getting to have a grandson soon. That's so wild to say, honestly. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see the baby, but we won't be seeing the baby till next generation. So yeah, we got a little bit of time to wait, but the only thing I have to finish with Roix is I have to max his gardening skill. So that's the only thing left to do now, and that's really, really exciting. I'm so happy that I've made it through all the goals. The goals really haven't been that hard, honestly. I write my legacies to where the goals are not difficult as much because I want them to be attainable for everyone. My legacies are mostly about story and just immersing yourself in the game. So, sir, are you gonna order another drink? Did you already? Let's get a Long Island iced tea. You know what? That's fine. That'll be good. But yeah, I've really felt deep into this storyline in Starbucks. I've really loved the family. I've really loved the storyline, even though it's had some more darker themes and sadness. I've been really enjoying it, and it's been a great distraction for me because there's just been so much going on in my real life. There has been a lot of really terrible things happening this 2026 year. So I'm really, really glad that I get to play my legacies and y'all get to enjoy them with me. Okay, so what else do we want to do? Oh my gosh, there's literal aliens over here. I said I was trying to keep occults out of this legacy, but I mean, they just show up. I can't really help that. But I really want Roix to invite Tanisha over. Tanisha is actually staying with Cove now. So they are staying at Cove's house because Cove is going to need some help, being pregnant and stuff like that. Going to need, people to go and get her some water if she's laying in bed, sick, because she has been having a lot of morning sickness. So, Cove talked to Tanisha and was like, even though I feel pretty good about the pregnancy now from going to the ultrasound, I need someone to come over to help me with the baby and stuff like that. So Tanisha convinced Luana to move in with Cove. Luana actually was, saying some rude stuff in text, and, Tanisha and Luana talked it out, thankfully, and they are going to be getting married soon. So I'm really excited about that. I actually want to do a joint wedding between Tanisha, Luana, and also Cove and Griffin. So that's my plan for the ending of this episode. I was trying to see if I could actually have him come over here and do any dancing. They do not have any dance floors here, sadly, so we're not going to be able to do that, but I do want him to actually go out here to the beach, and this looks really, really nice, honestly. Let's come over here and maybe we could do a little beach combing. Maybe he got inspired by his daughter to go and clean up some trash. So we're gonna go and beach comb for some trash. So he's like, you know what? If Cove thinks it's best to clean up the environment here, I'm gonna do it. So that's so sweet. I mean, he's literally like drunk though. He's tipsy, so but he doesn't really care. He's kind of used to feeling inebriated. So yeah, he's over here just cleaning up the trash. Look at him. I mean, Cove is being a great inspiration to him. And I love that. I love that Cove has inspired her dad to clean up his act a little bit and go and find somebody that's truly going to be right for him and that he's going to actually be able to stick to them now as well. And also, I think that as far as his drinking and stuff, I think he's gonna still be a social drinker. I don't see him like getting drunk constantly, but like he just wanted to have a drink tonight to celebrate the fact that he's gonna have a grandson, because Cove messaged him a picture of the ultrasound, because he did tell her to let him know how it goes. So yeah, that's really, really cute. I love it. Let's go ahead and beach comb some more for trash. So hopefully this does help the environment. The eco footprint right now is neutral. So, but yeah, we are going to have him go home soon though, because he has a couple of other kids. So I think that's important to, you know, get there and make sure they're doing their homework and stuff like that. So this says made friends with a crab from beachcombing. It scuttled off after a claw fist bump. Oh, that's kind of cute. So he likes crabs. That's adorable. So like he's taking interest in sea life as well. So you never know what's gonna happen in Next Generation. I honestly think that probably Roix will want to help Cove out, like as far as like her getting her vet clinic, her getting her conservationist stuff off the ground. I think that he would want to be a good dad like that and be there for her. So I think that, you know, this is a sign that he's going to want to help her with that. So, but I want to know all your comments down below about it. I really want to know if you think that Roix should maybe help her at the vet clinic. Should he, you know, like go and be in her club and like help her with her conservation work? Like, what do you think about that idea? And also, like, I could see him, like, if he cleaned up a little bit, if he got like a shower and he maybe changed his hairdo a little bit, kind of slicked back his hair with a little bit of gel, I think he would be a great bachelor. It would be really, really fun to play like a bachelor challenge with him. I think that would be really, really fun, but we would obviously not be making a new save for that. It would just be in this save, and I kind of do it my own way, you know, but it would be really, really cool. Okay, so I think we're just gonna head home now. I think that'll be fine. So let's go ahead and just go back to our kids, because we need to make sure that Finn and also Ariel are doing their homework, because I think they're a little bit slackers. I mean, I think Finn would like want to work on his homework some, but I think Ariel would be like, nah, she's not about it. Like, she's kind of a rebel, just like her dad. And I really think that, you know, part of it is like Roix, honestly, he was never good at school, so like he never instilled that in his kids to like work hard at school. But for some reason with Cove, he was like way harder on her and like, you know, trying to make her see that she needs to do better. And I think that, you know, he's not going to be as strict on his other kids, but he's still going to want Ariel and Finn to do their homework though. Okay, let's have him come over here and use the bathroom. We're gonna have him go take him a shower as well. And Ariel, how are you feeling? Oh no, Ariel has to pee. Well, I'm sorry, girl, but you should have went pee, because, you know, your dad is home now and he has to use the bathroom. And sadly, there's only one bathroom in this house. So she should have went before she went outside to go and swing on the swing. Oh, but she reached motor level 2, which is good. so I'm gonna have her come in here and she's gonna go and sleep up here. Did she do her homework though? I hope she at least tried. I don't think she did. No, she didn't do her homework. Okay, girl, come over here and do your homework a little bit. Alright, and Finn is over here on the computer. What is he doing? What is he doing over here? Oh, he's actually chatting in a kid's chat room? Well, that's surprising because he's a loner, so I didn't think that he would want to do that. I felt like he'd want to be secluded in his room reading a book or something, but he's actually doing that? Wow. Wow, he's probably playing on Club Penguin or something. Something like that, Webkins. I used to do that a lot. I feel like, you know, Club Penguin would kind of suit him a lot. It's really sad what happened to Club Penguin, but there's a fan-made version that I do actually play, but there's mostly adults on that, so. But I could imagine there's like a Sims version of Club Penguin that he's playing on. Okay, Finn, you need to do your homework. Come on, go do your homework and, you know, make your dad proud. I don't know why he's wearing this outfit. Like, Finn, no. Like, Finn, why are you wearing this random ass outfit? Like, that doesn't look good on you. Here, put this on. This is cute. Oh, look at them doing their homework together. Maybe they could help each other out. That'd be cute. I feel like Finn's more of the school guy. I feel like he, you know, tries. Maybe he's not like the best at school, but I'm sure he's better at it than Ariel, because Ariel literally like plays pranks at school and stuff already in elementary school, and Finn, you know, just sits by himself and reads whatever he has to read in school. So Roix, what do you gotta do? Okay, he's gonna come in here and make sure the kids are doing what they're supposed to do, and then he's gonna go to bed, and then tomorrow we are going to have the double wedding, and I cannot wait for that. It's gonna be really exciting.
And I'm burned by the morning light. I make the same mistake more than twice. Same song, but brand new dance. I wear out my third second chance. You take my breath and I can't get it back. Might be time for me to face the facts. The best me is with you, but I know I got a lot to prove. They think we're too damaged to fix, but we're just working through a little rust. They like to say we're just young, but I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side. You and I break our hearts open enough just to see if we'll put them back. No matter what they try, I'll stay by your side. It's you and I. It's you and I. We go back and forth every time, waiting for one of us to cross the line. You got me.
Oh, that was just the sweetest wedding ever. I love that Cove and Griffin got married, and also Tanisha and Luana. If you all have been watching Starbucks Legacy since the beginning, you will know that Tanisha and Luana had a thing for each other for the longest time, and now just getting to see them get married with their granddaughter as well, it's just so sweet for them to have a double wedding, and I hope y'all enjoyed the little machinima. So yeah, but if you know, you know, Luana and Tanisha, they had a lot of struggles in university, you know. Tanisha went and was with Riker and also Waylon, and then there was some drama with Luana and Riker as well. And so now just seeing them so happy and getting married, it just makes me want to cry, honestly. And just seeing Cove and Griffin at 16 getting married and about ready to have a baby together, and we're going to start Gen 3 soon, that just makes me so excited and happy. And yeah, I really needed this today because it's been a really hard new year so far. But I hope you all enjoyed this final episode of Generation 2 of Starbucks Legacy. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you're new to join the Storyteller Squad. And I will see you all in the next generation of That's So Starbucks Legacy. Bye, Storyteller Squad.